Everyone, welcome to the world of digital electronics. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the combinational circuit, that is multiplexer and demultiplexer. The learning objectives for this lecture: get familiar with principles of multiplexing and demultiplexing, to study logic diagram and truth tables of multiplexers, to study logic diagram and truth tables of demultiplexers. Multiplexers are basically the combinational circuits in the digital electronics, and these circuits are used for a sharing of resources. So whenever there is a single resource and that is to be shared among the number of users, the multiplexer comes in picture because it consists of many inputs and a single output. And that multiplexer can select among the many inputs with the help of select inputs. Select input lines will select one of the input and it will be connected to the output. So we can take any example for such a situation where we have limited number of resources or a single resource, and that is shared among the number of users or the number of input lines. For example, a telephone line. In telephone line, there is a common telephone line from the telephone exchange, and there are a number of users who are using that same communication channel, that is a telephone line, right? So at a time, the multiple number of people can use that telephone network with the help of multiplexing techniques. The multiplexing technique will allow all the users to get connected to that telephone line, but one by one. Okay, similarly the examples are like cable television. In that case also the single cable is there and it is shared among the number of users. So in every electronic communication system there are limited number of resources and these resources are shared among the number of users. So whenever there is a need of selecting one of the input and connecting it to the resource or to the output line, we can use this multiplexer circuit. Okay, here you can see there are 2 raised to n inputs and only one output, and n is the number of select lines. And this is the relation between the number of select inputs and the number of inputs. So if the number of inputs are 2 raised to n, then n is the number of select lines. Means for example, if there are 4 inputs, then we can say 2 raised to n is equal to 4, and then the value of n will be 2. I will show you the calculation. The formula is 2 raised to n, right, for the number of input lines. So for example, number of inputs are 4. Number of inputs are 4. Then what will be the value of n? Value of n will be 2, right? Similarly, if we say there are 8 inputs, 2 raised to n is equal to 8, then the value of n will be 3, where n is the number of select inputs. ये n मतलब क्या है? This is the number of select inputs and these are going to select one of the input and it will be connected to the output. Now depending on the number of inputs, there are different types of multiplexers: 2:1 multiplexer, 4:1 multiplexer, 8:1 multiplexer, and 16:1 multiplexer, which consists of 16 inputs and one output, and there are 4 select lines because 2 raised to 4 is 16. Look at the typical application of a multiplexer with the help of this diagram. You can see that there are multiple number of inputs and there is a single resource. Now the resource is a surround sound system. Okay, we have only one surround sound system and there are 4 different input sources, audio sources, which can be played on that surround system. Now this multiplexer will help to select amongst these 4 inputs and it will connect it to the output. Actually all of them are allowed to play their audio signals on the sound system, but the multiplexer will allow them to select only one at a time and then it will be played on the surround system. And for that these select inputs are going to help. So this is B and this is A and these are the select inputs. If the select input is 0 0, then it will select the first input line, that is D0, which is connected to MP3 player station. So on the surround sound system, you will be able to hear the sound coming from MP3 player station. Now if it is 0 1, if the select input line is 0 1, then it will select the second input line, that is laptop sound card, and then the audio signal coming from this laptop will be played on the sound system. Similarly, if it is 1 0, it is connected to the digital satellite, and the sound coming from digital satellite will be played on the sound system. And for 1-1, the sound coming from cable television will be played on the sound system. So this is the typical example of the application of a multiplexer. Now we are going to study the logic diagram for this 4:1 multiplexer. This is the logic diagram for 4:1 multiplexer, and this is a block diagram. In this block diagram, you can see there are 4 inputs, D0, D1, D2, D3, and there are 2 select inputs. So according to our formula, 2 raised to n is there. So n is 2 and the number of inputs are 4, right? And this is the logic diagram for 4:1 multiplexer. There are 4 AND gates, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? These 4 AND gates are connected to the inputs D0, D1, D2 and D3. Now this multiplexer is going to connect one of the input to the output depending on the status of select line. So if the select line is 0, 0, then it will select the first input D0 and it will get connected to the output. If select line is 0, 1, it will select D1 and it will be connected to the output. If the select line is 1, 0, it will select D2. If the select line is 1, 1, it will select D3. Okay, now we'll check that how it is achieved using this logic diagram. For that, we will consider the first case, that the select inputs B and A are 0, 0. Okay, select inputs A and B both are 0, 0. Select inputs are 0, 0. Now, for 2 AND gates, we have connected A and B as it is, but for 2 AND gates, we are connecting their inverting forms. So here we have used the inverters, and at the output you get A bar, here at the output you get B bar, right? So this 0 will become 1 over here and this 0 will become 1 over here, right? So this line is actually 0 and this line is 1. Here also this line is 0 and this line is 1, right? Because the output of inverters are going to be the complement of the inputs, right? Now we have to check what are the inputs for these AND gates, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And for that we can also write the Boolean expressions for them. So let us write the Boolean expressions for these AND gates. See, for first AND gate the input is D0. So first input is D0. Then the second input is connected over here, that is to B bar. So this is D0 dot B bar. Then this is connected to A bar. So this is D0 dot B bar dot A bar. Then second is connected, the second AND gate is connected to D1. Then it is connected to B bar and it is connected to A. Right? Then look at the third AND gate. Third AND gate is connected to D2. Then the second input is B and third input is A bar. Then look at the fourth AND gate. It is connected to D3, then B and A. Right? These are the Boolean equations for these 4 AND gates. Now look at the input conditions. Right now the inputs are 0, 0. A and B are 0, 0. And A bar and B bar are 1, 1. Now accordingly we can write the inputs for all these 4 AND gates. See, value of A and B is 0, 0 and A bar and B bar is 1, 1. See, this is D0. We are not writing any condition for D0, means whether it is D1, whether it is 0 or 1. Now this is B bar and A bar. We know that B bar and A bar is 1, 1. Right? B bar and A bar is 1, 1. Then this is D1. B bar is 1, but A is 0. Then D2 is there. Then B is 0 and A bar is 1. This is D3. Then B is 0 and A is 0. Now observe the inputs for first, second and third AND gates. first, second, third and fourth AND gates. Now out of these four AND gates, only AND gate 1 will be enabled because its two inputs are 1 1, right? But for second, third and fourth AND gates, second, third and fourth AND gates, one of the input is 0. See, this input is 0 for second AND gate, for third AND gate this input is 0, the middle one, and for fourth AND gate these two inputs are 0, right? And in AND gate, if any of the input is 0, the output of the AND gate is going to be 0. Means irrespective of the value of D1, D2 or D3, the second, third and fourth AND gate are going to produce 0. Their outputs are going to be 0. So we can say that AND gate 2, 3 and 4, these are disabled because whatever may be the value of D1, D2 or D3, the output of the second, third and fourth AND gate is going to be 0 if this select input is applied, that is 0 0, right? Only the AND gate 1 is enabled because its two inputs are 1 1. Now depending on this input line, the output will change. Means if D0 is equal to 0, agar D0 1 hai, sorry, if D0 is 0, if D0 is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 1, so output will be 0, right? Now if D0 is 1, agar D0 हमने 1 apply किया है, तो then this will be 1 1 1, and in that case the output will be 1. So in both the cases you can see that it is same as D0. So whatever is applied at D0, the same will appear at the output, and that's why we say that if the select input is 0 0, the output is D0, right? Means this D0 is connected to the output line. So whatever you are applying at D0, the same will appear at the output. And we say that the first input line is selected. Okay. So this is about the first input condition. Now similarly, we can check for the next input condition, that is for 0 1. So for 0 1, the second AND gate will be enabled. Okay, जैसे हमने first के लिए calculate किया था, in the same way we can calculate it for second, and you will get to know that for second condition, only the second AND gate is enabled and these three AND gates are disabled. So at the output you get only D1. So we can say the D1 gets connected to the output if the select line is 0 1. Similarly, for the next input, that is for 1 0, for 1 0, only the third AND gate will be enabled and the D2 will appear at the output. तो यहाँ पर आपने जो D2 में apply किया है, the same will appear at the output. So D2 will be connected to the output line. Similarly for 1 1, the D3 will be selected. ठीक है, and this is how this multiplexer works. Means depending on the status of select lines, one of the input is selected and it gets connected to the output. So you can see this is the truth table for this 4:1 multiplexer. If B and A means select lines are 0 0, the first input line is selected. For 0 1, D1 is selected, the second input line. For 1 0, the third input line D2 is selected, and for 1 1, the fourth input line D3 is selected. Okay, so this is all about the working of 4:1 multiplexer. After this, we are going to study a demultiplexer, which is exactly opposite to that of multiplexer. A demultiplexer is a digital switch with a single input and multiple outputs, or that is also called as the destinations. In demultiplexer, there is a single input and there are 2n outputs, or we can say in general there are n outputs, right? And the number of select lines are same, means the same formula is followed in the demultiplexer for the number of select lines. Okay, now depending on the number of outputs, there are different types of demultiplexers, such as 1:2 demultiplexer, 1:4 demultiplexer, 1:8 demultiplexer, and 1:16 demultiplexer. Out of this, we are going to study 1:4 demultiplexer. But before that, look at this. Have a look at this typical application of a demultiplexer. There is a single resource, for example, a computer, and this computer can be connected to these four outputs. These are the four output lines, we can say. And the computer can be connected to these four output lines, right? Now the four output lines are four different types of output devices: the printer, fax machine, inkjet printer, and the pen plotter. Okay, now the computer can use any of the four output devices, but the selection will be done by the demultiplexer. So this demultiplexer will allow it to select any of the output line or output device and get it connected to the computer. So here if the select line is 0 0, then the first line is selected and then the computer gets connected to the printer, right? Then if the select line is 0 1, then the fax machine is selected because the D1 line is selected and it gets connected to the computer, and so on. Now look at this logic diagram for demultiplexer. Here also we are using 4 AND gates for the 4 outputs D0, D1, D2 and D3. And these are the two select inputs, that is A and B, right? And this is the block diagram for a demultiplexer. In this block diagram you can see that there is a single input and there are 4 outputs. These are the 4 outputs, and this demultiplexer is going to select one of the output and it will be connected to the output. Actually the working is same, only the circuit is different. Now here it is opposite, means we have only one input and 4 output lines, right? So this X will be connected to either D0, D1 or D2 or D3, and depending on the status of these select inputs. These are the select inputs. Okay. Now let us study the working of this 1:4 demultiplexer. Here also we are using 4 AND gates and 2 select inputs. If the select inputs are 0 0, see this line is going to be 0 0, but this line will become 1 1 because it is connected to the inverters, right? So here we can see that for the 0 0 input, only D0 will be enabled because it will receive the input 1 1 and X. And what about second one? It will receive the input, that is X. This is already connected to X. This is 1, but this is 0, right? Then this is X, this is 0 and this is 1, this is X, this is 0 and this is 0. In this case also we can see that only one AND gate is enabled, that is AND gate number 1 for the select input 0 0, right? Because second, third and fourth AND gate are having one of the input 0, and if one of the input is 0, that AND gate is said to be disabled because its output is going to be 0 irrespective of this data input X, right? So only AND gate number 1 is enabled, and at the output of AND gate 1 you will get X. How? Because its two inputs are 1 1 are already 1, right? Now if you apply X is equal to 0, then 0 1 1, the output is going to be 1. Sorry, it is not 1, it is 0. For 0 1 1, the output is 0, means whatever you are applying at X, the same will appear at the output. Now if you apply X is equal to 1, अगर यहाँ पर आपने X is equal to 1 apply किया, then this will be 1 1 1, and in that case output is same as X, that is equal to 1. So you can say that this X is connected to D0. So whatever you are applying at X, the same will appear at the output D0. The same thing is written in the truth table. For 0 0, D0 is X, but other outputs are 0, right? Now similarly we can compute for all other input conditions. For 0 1, the AND gate D1 will be enabled and D0, D2 and D3 are disabled, right? So this X will be available at D1, and we can say the X is connected to the second output line. Similarly for 1 0, D2 gets selected, and for 1 1 the D3 gets selected. And this is how this 1:4 demultiplexer works. So these multiplexers and demultiplexers can be used in the combination in all the application circuits wherever needed. Okay, so that is all about the working of these multiplexers and demultiplexers.